All right, Grand Rising, everyone. It's Shay Seeking, and welcome back. And yeah. So I thought this very interesting here. We keep hearing about this laptop, this laptop, and I said, wait a minute, because it made me think about lapping something, a lap up, lap. I don't know, something like this. Okay. Um. Hmm. All right. Also made me think about the energy that we just read in the last video, okay? Part two of really. Because people don't think that things like this is in the biblical text, but it just happens to be. I mean, it just is. And so I don't know who else would know this but God. And I don't know, you know what I'm saying, or somebody that would know, or wisdom or something, or the Ruach. And people are very probably going to be uncomfortable and appalled, but it's just like, just like I said, I cannot sugar, like it says, God is not a man that he or she should lie. You get what I'm saying? And also, this energy of lying down. Hmm. Like, again, on your back. Definitely, people are tapping into my Akashic. We could all be connected to the same energy, but it seems like the way that they're using this energy is targeted towards, it's just like it automatically targets towards me. It's like people are taking what's in my head and critiquing it and putting it in my face. So even if I would say, that this is a universal message that we're all getting from one person for all of us, no. What the information, the way that I'm portraying this that I'm relating to this energy of these people that come out with these messages along the same time that I come out with mine, is they're saying it from a strange point of view, as if they know it's about somebody else. They're discussing someone else's lifestyle, critiquing someone, like as if somebody asked these people. Okay, with me looking at this information, I'm just giving a general assessment of something, putting it out there randomly. They may say this is random when it comes to a certain reading, but it's just a way, okay? It's the other things that's attached to a person's message that let you know when they know too much, and then there's other things attached. And again, I feel like this is a plea. Females is coming out, boy. I'm telling you right now, okay? These these readers are coming out, all right? Again, it's all, and it doesn't matter if I post. See, a lot of people be worried about me talking too much. That's because they know that I'm going to expose exactly who the fuck I am on this planet. All right, that's one. And then they know it's all that energy about every fucking knee shall bow. It's almost the same thing with, and don't even trip, because it's the same thing of Beyonce saying "bow down, bitches," and didn't nobody have a problem with that song? Well, I kind of did, but again, not anymore. So, um, it's that energy of they know what's coming. So I think people are trying to figure out what to do, who to what. Because even if it's coming, the energy is there. These people, again, we won't go there. I'm not going to say what they're going to do, because that's what they end up doing. They not going to take my shine this time. But what they have been doing in the past is, whenever there's a victory from me, someone else takes the lap. So that's made me think about lap again. A lot of people talking things, and like I said, when it comes to these things, that people think they know you because they know some bits and pieces about you, but they don't. And I feel like some of these masculines are pillow talking with some of these feminines, or telepath, whatever they talking about. They don't communicate with me the same way. All right, but obviously they communicate with these females different, more pillow talk, or they actually invest and meet with these women in real life and shit like that. And I'm just this thing that people just, you know drop a line in the Clearport. Okay, so obviously there's something different about my connection with these individuals and these people's connection. See, it makes me think about the cornerstone being cut off, that the builders rejected. The cornerstone is still the cornerstone. They're still utilizing the cornerstone. They're still raping and pillaging ideas and things like this from the cornerstone, but they just rather not use it, right? So again, this makes me think because they rather exalt an idolistic energy, something in the likeness of that female, right? Now, in when we're talking about that, and I said it kind of sounds like swallowing, okay? Now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I know the fuck, now, but then it's also that energy of having someone on the side for a masculine, okay, that will do that dirty stuff or something that the wife would like I told you about that clip that I seen of that show or that movie where she said, well, why do you have me here? He said, because there's things I want to do to you with you that I would never that I respect my wife too much to do them. All right. So this is like Marilyn Monroe energy. And I feel like this was offered to me at one point in time from the divine, the part that has been cut off from the vine, that is no longer serving purpose. It's just what it is, right? All right. What we can look at the we can look at the term though. So on the surface level, right? Divine is something that has been plucked from the vine. It's not going to grow anymore. So this could also be well seasoned. This has made it to the circumference of what it's going to be, and this is what it is. It's not going to grow anymore. Okay, so that means that's not going to ascend anymore past this, right? So this is probably a class of women when we're talking high priestess energy that are very good at their craft, whether it be a reader, a seer. These women have some type of gifts. Okay, we have these gifts, right? Or a gift that they specialize in, and they usually stick there. They don't expand from that. They learn that craft and they do it really, really well. Okay, this is also probably merchant energy too. Hustlers are people that know how to make money on their own from home, or it's just like that. Like I said, that hustle mentality here. Now, just because you're a hustler and you got a side hustle doesn't mean you could be a business person. You see what I'm saying? Just because you have a side hustle that you're very good at and you don't excel past that and maybe a part-time job or whatever the fuck doesn't mean that you would be able to run a kingdom. It doesn't mean that you can't either, but it doesn't mean that you got it all together because you got a side hustle that makes you some money. You see what I'm saying? This is the difference between some of us, because I, on the other hand, may not have had the means or the finances to do all the things that I would like to do, but I have the mind. You see what I'm saying? I have the mind, and that's why a lot of people do come here for that. I have the mind for many things, for arts, crafts, words, a tad bit of politics. You see what I'm saying? History, biblical work. Again, a lot of people have all these different things, but I'm just telling you the things that I have to bring to the table. I've had businesses. I've had a brick and mortar store. I've had online businesses. I create new ones all the time. I bring them up. You know what I'm saying? But it's also at this time where I feel like I've been exposed or opened up to the public, right? As a public display, that people have been able to have advantage over me because they may already have funds and income and finances coming in, or they may have already gotten their inheritances and gotten into their trust and doing all these other things, which makes them more, or have a masculine that takes care of them or has the means to continue to feed into them or whatever. Some of these bitches is taking your masculines or your good men that you had, and now they on the side, on the low, fucking with these bitches, and now your you know what I'm saying, whatever you had going on at home is depleted. You see what I'm saying? But that's only going to be for a special amount of you, the ones that they know are supposed to be at the top, nothing less. The ones they know you're supposed to be using your mind. You could be beautiful as well. Okay, you can be using you, but you're supposed to be using your mind when it comes to this new kingdom. You're not supposed to be laying on your back. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what some of these people are trying to turn us into, and that's a way to defile, rape, turning somebody into a sexual object. And I don't mind being all of the fuck above when it comes to my masculine. See, I think people don't like the fact that even on my platform, I talk about my situation to expand on world view. This one person sees the world in a view where they can tell you many fucking things that's going on many different levels in this world, not sticking to just one thing. You see what I'm saying? That's still being fruitful or multiplying in your whatever. You're still hanging on to this vine here that's feeding you and nourishing you to the ancestors, to the root, to get to the root of things. You see what I'm saying? The bare minimum to get to that it's like bear with me to get back to that bare basics here. the beginning. The thing is, there's not going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one. There's one energy at a time. Not ever, but there's one energy. This energy is that energy of the Holy Spirit or the Ruach or the Christ energy, energy here. And it shares, like Gaia, it shares the love, but it always ends up getting hate in return. She, that goddess, that God, that energy, that prior to Adam energy, that primordial, pre-Adamic energy, that pre-colonization prior to man, right? Energy. Like I said, it's funny that people want to exploit and really put your life on the platform when you are going through something that is maybe a mental or spiritual or physical, even financial attack. It tries to depict or show a certain part of you, but I have created business. It may not be the certain criteria that they teach you in school, but I've created several business ideas. It's things that I would like to do, things that I want to know that I can do now if I had that financial backing. But I don't, like, again, when it comes to purchasing and things like that. Throughout this time, we more so purchase. And again, this may help somebody. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm not trying to get too personal, but this is just general something. This is what I wish my parents would have told me. You know what I'm saying? That we around here, we basically got used cars that we paid for as soon as we bought it. And that was just it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't, nobody wanted no car note along with a mortgage and all that. You need your mortgage because we had a larger family. We had to, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to car notes and car payments and shit, that seemed like that could be another rent payment for some people these days when they trying to keep up with the Joneses, right? The more money, the more problems, the more shit people buy, the more they invest, the more, you know what I'm saying? But again, I'm just like, again, there has to be a balance or whatever. I'm not no professional or nothing, but it seems like a lot of people get over their head with certain things when it's unnecessary. But there's, like I said, I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying people think, and especially when it comes to at-home moms or just in my situation, they think because I don't have these credentials and because I don't have these finances that just means that this person can't do. But again, what we're talking about? We're talking about the architect of this shit in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors, tapping into my Akasha, you don't fuck around and learn how to build a whole village. Again, about 10 years ago, I was saying we need to just sell everything and go get a farm, but the soulmate or my husband did not want to do that. You see what I'm saying? So I went ahead and studied, learned how to take care of chickens and stuff, maybe mostly on YouTube videos and reading books and stuff like that. But I had my mind set on that, but we didn't do that. We ended up, purchasing another house or whatever. But the whole thing is like, I'm somebody that takes in information. I'm very well rounded with a lot of things. Like I'm very, like I said, innovative and very creative. Okay. So again, people got it twisted because they've been having a bird's eye view into my life for a certain amount of time, but they don't know. You see what I'm saying? They don't know even these masculines, they may look at me and say she's boring and this is why they turn the page or whatever when it come to me. But there's always something that'll draw them back. But it's more so that nurturing, loving, that, openness, that something or whatever to communicate just as but nobody want to be everybody fucking friend and that's it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I do feel like when we were talking about that in that text, that the bringing these people is also bringing in telepathic communication here. Okay. To see what you would call this person. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's like, but that kind of makes me like, damn, did you make a mistake when you said that this is your friend? You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm trying to navigate through this realm and that realm without coming off as being insane or something like that.